One thing that I noticed about having my Hoya outdoors, you guys, is that it grows a lot faster than if it was like if it's inside. Like, look at all of this. This is all new. And look at the top. Like, you guys, like, this is crazy. It wouldn't grow at all indoors. And I was like placing it right in the window. And now that I have it outside, it's doing it so... Look at that new growth. Oh my god. And then the string of bananas just getting longer and longer. I am currently bottom watering my begonias that I had in the grow lights. I guess this is a mini update. They look almost the same. The water always gets like a weird fog type of look. I just gotta disinfect these trays, and I think it's because of the fertilizer, to be honest. I'm not that sure. But look at that new growth that's popping up. It's super, super cute. Really fun. And then this is a Monstera that my grandmother ended up giving to me, you guys. There's like two cuttings. This is a cutting that she ended up placing in there, and then I think this is another cutting as well. This plant. But look at this new leaf that just popped up. Isn't it so adorable? And this is another new leaf over here. Well, it was, but not anymore. And then look at this. So as you guys can see how thick this Monstera's trunks are. She had it for years already, and she ended up gifting it to me because I told her, like, I love Monsteras a lot. And then one day she was like, well, you can just take mine if you want. And I was like, really? And she was like, yeah. And she took so many cuttings already, so I didn't really feel that bad. But oh my god, look at this new leaf popping up. Isn't it so cool? And yeah, like, so as you guys can see, this didn't had any new leaves until it popped this one out, which looks really basic, but now it's releasing another one, and I'm really excited. And then here's a new leaf that unfurled. Look how big these leaves are, you guys. I'm just so obsessed. It's so big. Look at those illustrations. Obsessed. I love it. Alright guys, so this is a fiddle. As you guys can see, like 2 weeks ago there was no new growth at all because I ended up cutting the top. But since then it's been pushing out, oh my god, like 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And then here's another one that's already releasing 2. This is also 1, 2, 3, 4 new leaves. And here's another one that's a new leaf. This one's a new leaf. That's a new leaf. This is a new leaf. And here's a new leaf that it's having issues. But oh, this is also a new leaf, and this one as well. It's just crazy how like plants just love being outdoors. And here's another 2 new leaves that popped out. I did end up fertilizing this girly, I think it was like a week ago, with the Miracle Grow fertilizer. And I don't know if it's like it being outside and it's been pretty humid, or if it's the fertilizer, or if it's both. But I'm just beyond lucky and just so proud that it's doing all of this. Here's my aloe. And then this is a plant that my mother's friend ended up giving it to her. And as you guys can see, it is so beautiful. I do want to have it indoors so bad because it is so stunning. But I was doing a lot of research, and this plant needs a good amount of bright and direct light. It can also tolerate a lot of direct light. But it likes to have its soil moist. It does not like to dry out at all. But it has the most beautiful leaves. And then here's some canna lilies that are just beautiful. This is my favorite canna lily because this one's variegated. As you guys can see, this one gets a lot of direct light. But look at this one. They're literally the same plant. Some leaves turn out like this, others turn out with variegation, and others just turn out green. And this is a flower. It puts out yellow flowers like this one, and it also puts out like red flowers. It's a really beautiful canna lily that I got at Home Depot. It was like $30, but I think it was a really good investment because I can, like, you know, propagate a lot of these. As you guys can see, this is a new leaf, like a new plant that's popping up. And I've never seen a variegated canna lily like this one. So yeah, I love it. It was totally worth it. This is a money tree. As you guys can see, she's doing a lot better outdoors. Has put out a ton of new leaves already. I do want to fertilize her again to give her another boost. Look at all those new leaves. They're just so pretty. This is a corn plant that I ended up getting at clearance a while back at Lowe's, and I got it for $5. And the leaves that I had on it, it was like really bad. It looked really sad, so I ended up cutting them off. And as you guys can see, it is doing so much better. This one does get like 4 up to like 6 hours of direct sunlight, and the birgation is like more like profound, I guess that's how you call it, but it looks a lot better. And I just love how like dramatic the birgation is. It's really beautiful. Here's my other Monstera deliciosa that's outdoors, and I guess a birdie ended up giving it a little gift, but it's super cute. It's doing good outdoors as well, and it is putting out a good amount of new leaves. This is a beautiful new leaf popping up right now. I think it's so stunning and just beyond gorgeous. Yeah, and this is where I have all of my other plants. This is a beautiful philodendron, and I was propagating some. They're like in that section over there, but look at this new pokey leaf. Here's some potos and joy, I believe, which I ended up propagating this in the apartments by nodes, and as you guys can see, it was successful. Here's some Brazil philodendrons that I was propagating as well by nodes, and as you guys can see, it's doing so good. And this is also another one that I was propagating. I'm just, oh my god, I love propagating by nodes. And then as you guys can see, it's getting so much good light that like the yellowish is more profound, and it just looks a lot prettier. This is a plant that I had in my grow lights in the apartments, and it was just doing a-okay. But as soon as I placed it outdoors, look at all these new leaves. Stunning. Here's my Polka Dot Begonia. I am propagating some as an experiment, and I'm hoping that it's going to be successful, but this is a mother plant, and she's been doing really good outdoors. Look at this new leaf. Stunning. Some Cebu blues that I was propagating. It is getting like a yellow effect. I don't know why. I am giving it more light, so I'm hoping that it will get a little bit more of a blue hue. The strawberry begonia already pushing out babies. Super fun. And then this is a beautiful fern or moss. Hold on. This one, it was so beautiful, but my chickens ended up demolishing it. You guys, I literally feed them. They have food and water 24/7, but I guess they like the taste of like greens. I mean, I know they graze on grass, but yeah, so they ended up destroying my thingy, but it's totally fine. I have hope that it's gonna bounce back. This is my orchid that I ended up using bark, but my grandmother ended up putting soil on it, which is totally fine, but I hope it's gonna do a-okay. And this is a new leaf, and as you guys can see, it's pushing out another new leaf. This is a calathea that I had, and it was doing so bad. It was not like this at all. It had spider mites, and it was just dying, you guys. Like, it was just looking so bad. But as you guys can see, it's just enjoying it outside. Look how full it is, you guys. This is my philodendron micans that I am propagating by nodes, and I'm seeing new growth, so I think it worked out. This one I don't see no nodes yet, but I have hope. But look at that new growth right there, and then this one over here, and then this one. Beautiful. I ended up repotting my string of hearts that I ended up doing propagations by nodes by the butterfly method, and I just placed it in here, and I'm hoping that it's gonna root really good. It was knocked over by my cats, so I'm hoping that it's gonna bounce back. I mean, there wasn't a lot of damage, but I mean, for a free plant of like propagations and on the string of hearts, a little bit of strings I'll be totally cool with, and then I can just like pop some like new propagations on top to get it more full. This is a crocodile bird's nest friend that my boyfriend gave to me as a gift, and when he got it for me, he didn't notice, but it had mold on it. So what I ended up doing, I ended up placing hydrogen peroxide, and then I watered it really down. I removed like the really bad leaves, and then I have it outside, and since then it looks a lot better. So I'm hoping that I can enjoy being outdoors until I place it back inside. Really, really cool. Super beautiful. This is Amaranta that is just looking so freaking full. It wasn't like this at all. I ended up buying it in Amazon, and it was just like 2 plants in a 4-inch pot. And what I ended up doing, I ended up cutting them off, propagating a bunch of them, and just plopping them back in the soil. I ended up placing it on a 6 or 8-inch pot. And yeah, I just been propagating it and placing it back in the pots so it can get more full. And as you guys can see, it worked. Look at those leaves. This is why I do it, you guys. This is why I place my plants outdoors. And I'm gonna need to place them back inside because we are getting a cold front for sure. But in spring, you better expect me to put some plants outdoors. Or I'm hoping and preparing and doing everything that I can to build a greenhouse for my babies so they can enjoy being outdoors and be protected from the frost or from the cold. But I'm just so happy for her, and I'm so happy that she's doing amazing outdoors. This is my Acacia Elephant Ear, and we had so many issues with her. She was infested with spider mites. I don't think that's dust. It was really, really bad, you guys. Like really, really bad. I might need to spray her down again, but as you guys can see, there's a new leaf right there, and she ended up placing some more babies. Really, really stunning. I'm so proud of her. Super fun. Here's my other one. There's a new leaf popping up. So much fun. My featherleaf Calathea was having a lot of issues, but now she's doing a lot better outdoors. I might place her in the kitchen and give her a good cleanup. And then this is a mini Monstera that I ended up propagating a while back. It was just one very, very long plant. Let me see if I can find it. That brown thing that you see right there, it was just in a very long stem. And since I propagated, it has released so many new stems. Like a lot. I think it's like 4 or 5. And now it looks a lot full, and it just looks so much better. Cutting back and like propagating plants, you get free plants, so you make your plant a lot more bushier majority of the time. Look at all of these new leaves. Oh, that looks so cute. Alrighty guys, so that is it for today's video. Just a mini update on the plants that I have outdoors. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, because I post every single day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.